Hello and welcome back to the Bright Light Wellness YouTube channel. Thank you so much for being here. Today I wanted to share with you what is my quantum circadian day look like and how that can support you and maybe like implementing your own quantum circadian day. Like of course you don't need to copy what I do because we're all individualized and unique people, but I just figured I would share what my quantum day looks like. So I wake up in the morning, usually around sunrise time or a little bit before sunrise time. My body's just really attuned to nature and to the seasons and what time of day it is. So I usually wake up with the sun. Even when I travel, I wake up with the sun, which I find interesting. So I wake up with the sun, and on a school day, it's a little bit before sunrise because I have to get my kids up. So I'm up a little bit. I'm always up before the sun, I would say. So, and that's actually not true of me. I used to be such a night owl and used to sleep in late a lot. But I wake up with the sun and I have to get my kids up sometimes before school. Like on school days, I have to get them up early. So I usually wear my orange tone blue blockers and I use like a little red book light. I have one from Block Blue Light. My discount code there is Bright Light Wellness, and I use that as like a flashlight to walk around and wake them up and get them going for school. Once I get them up, I head downstairs and I do a few things, go to the bathroom, brush my teeth, do what I got to do. And then as soon as the sun is out, I head outside. So as soon as the sunrise comes out, I head outside. I put my bare feet are on the grass or the stone in my front yard. So I'm grounding and I'm watching the sunrise. In the summer, I am just sitting out there, usually journaling or having some gratitude or some drinking my tea or just resting. In the wintertime, I'm kind of popping in and out. Consistency is key when it comes to sunrise to support your health, but I can't stay out there too long in the winter just standing there. I have to move. So that's usually what I do. So in the summertime, it's more, sitting outside, journaling, relaxing out there. And in the wintertime, it's kind of popping in and out and getting the kids ready for school, reminding them, come on, you got to get up, packing things. All this, all while I'm wearing my orange tone blue blockers inside. Well, not really. Sometimes I am, but a lot of times I will just not have lights on and it's bright enough because it's like the break of dawn. So I can see enough. My eyes are really good at seeing in the dark now because they're so attuned to it. So it's really easy for me. So I will pop in and out, get some sunrise, and then once they get off to school, I go on a walk. Same thing in the summertime. I might not go on a walk in the summertime till after breakfast, but in the wintertime, I'm usually taking a quick like 20-minute slow restorative walk at sunrise time because I want to be outside at sunrise, but I can't do it sitting there in the cold, but just sitting there. So I go take a walk so I get enough sunrise light in my eyes to set my circadian rhythm to support my hormones and my metabolic health and all the things. So that's my first thing. Then I come back to my house and I do some hydration. So I hydrate with cell salts. I hydrate with structured water. I have the MEA water device. I have a video coming out on that as well, a podcast and a video on the MEA water structuring device that helps me hydrate at a cellular level. So I use that. So I spin some water. I'm vortexing water. I'm making some herbal infusion tea, which I have made the previous day. I make it every day. I drink stinging nettles herbal infusion tea, which is a great source of minerals for your body. So I'm rehydrating with that. I'm rehydrating with cell salts. I'm still getting grounding in sunlight. I'm popping in and out as I'm cooking. And then I make breakfast and I get my younger one up for school and I make breakfast for him and I have breakfast. Best if I can sit outside and eat my breakfast grounded. That is typical what I'll do, or I'll sit by an open window. My breakfast consists of, so I'm hydrating and I'm eating after that walk, right? And my breakfast usually consists of proteins and fats. So it's some version of steak and eggs or sausage and eggs, typically. Sometimes there's seasonal vegetables in there as well. And then after that, I'll get him on the bus for school and I'll go for a walk. In the summertime, I'm just getting right out for the walk after that. And I'll usually walk for at least 2 miles, sometimes 3, 4, 5, 6, depending on my day. In the summertime, it's a long, long walk. I love to walk and be outside, and I do that. Then when I come back from my walk, I set a boundary around the timing for my clients. So I don't see clients till 10 o'clock. So this gives me a long morning to do things. So in the summertime, it can be like 4 hours, right? 4 or 5 hours. So it gives me a lot of time to get things done, in the morning. So sometimes I'll do some red light therapy when I get back. I'll quickly take out one of my red light therapy panels and I'll use that for a little while to boost my cellular health and my mitochondria health, give my body a boost of more red light. That's more of a wintertime practice, not so much a summertime practice. In the summertime, I'm not really doing that. It's not really necessary. So then from about 10 to 3, I am doing work. Um, but it's different. I have an hour break. I give myself a break from 12 to 1. On Tuesdays, that's my podcasting time, so I don't get that break. But on other days, I get a break and I go outside and I move my body. Usually, either I'll take another walk or I'll work out. But yeah, during my clients, like through the day, if I have a break between client sessions, I will go outside and I will step on the earth and I'll put my eyes in the sun. During the day to protect my health, what do I do while I'm on the computer? I use Iris software technology or Iris Tech software, which is a mitigating screen. So it mitigates all of the blue light. So right now, people always say, why aren't you wearing blue blockers? I'm like, well, I don't need blue blockers because I'm using Iris software. My screen is completely red, blue light free, and flicker free. I use incandescent bulbs during the day, which I'm doing now. I open crack windows to let some infrared light in. Incandescent bulbs also have infrared light. I use my red light therapy devices to add some infrared light in. So I'm looking for ways to add more infrared light in when I'm inside. During the nicer weather, I try to work outside. I will do podcasts and client calls and YouTube videos all outside. I also work on Ethernet and I try to do them grounded if I can. I work on Ethernet, so I have an Ethernet port and that means I don't use Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. So I am keeping my body way more hydrated I'm using a lot of things that keep my body more supported in an indoor environment. So by using Ethernet, I'm taking away the Wi-Fi and the Bluetooth that's just turned off on my laptop, and I am wired. I am hardwired. And I have Iris, so I don't have any, blue light coming into my screen. I have the infrared in my environment through either devices like an infrared red light therapy panel or infrared or incandescent bulbs, which provide infrared, or I sit outside. And even when I go outside, when it's nice out and I work, I have a long cable that I can connect my Ethernet to. So I have a lot of ways to make sure that I am mitigating the frequencies that I don't want in my life and providing my body the frequencies that it does need. And I make sure to be outside as much as I can. In the wintertime, no, I can't do my podcasting or my YouTubes outside. It's 20 degrees and the wind chill would, have me shivering and not being able to think. Right. So yeah, you do the best that I can. So that's what I do during the day. I take the light breaks. I have an hour break in between my clients from 12 to 1 where I go do things and go outside, take a walk outside if it's cold, sit outside and ground. I will lay in the sun at that time. I might work out at that time. I often will work out a lot of times in the summer around that like 3 o'clock time after I'm done with client calls. That's a great time. That's when I can do like a hard workout. I don't do that in the winter. I don't do a lot of hard workouts in the winter because winter is more restorative time, rest time. I do a lot more walking, stretching, things like that in the winter time. But it is important to move your body, even in getting up and doing a few squats, even getting up and just walking and doing a few things around the house. It's really important to move your body throughout the day. So I'm a big proponent of walking, weight training, and simple movement throughout the day, stretching, yoga. I do a lot of those kinds of things. So if I'm going to do a hard workout though, that 3 o'clock time right around there in the summer is a great time. And then after that, I'm getting my kids, kids come home, I'm getting ready for dinner, I'm cooking dinner. In wintertime, I eat dinner myself around that 3 o'clock time. Usually I'll eat something myself at 3 o'clock. In wintertime, I do 2 meals. So I'm eating my breakfast, you say that like 8 o'clock time, and then I'm eating a 3 o'clock dinner, and that's it. In summertime, I usually do a breakfast at say 6:30, 7 o'clock, and then a snack sometime like or a snack or a lunch around 12, and then a dinner around like 4, 11:30, 12, and then a dinner around 4. That's usually my schedule in the summertime. I just kind of slowly adapt to those things because the less light, right? The shorter daylight, I'm eating less. The longer daylight, I actually eat a little bit more. Summer is the season of abundance. Winter is the season of scarcity. So anyway, at that time, I will around the 5 o'clock time, I'm feeding my family. In the summertime, I'm usually eating with them. In the wintertime, I've usually eaten already, but I'm still with them. Then we're cleaning up dinner. We have some family time, whatever we're doing, homework and all that stuff, family time, chatting time, dinner time. I try to keep the lights low in the winter. I certainly wear my blue blockers. I throw on my orange blue blockers as soon as the sun sets. I do try to pop out for sunset and see it. And then I put on my orange tone blue blockers. Um, and then after that, I am maybe checking in on other little work things that I have to check in before. I try to be off my devices 7:30. And then when I get off my devices and I'm done and, have had our family time and I've done checking in on any of my work, I'm done with that. I head upstairs into my room where I have a red light bulb. I keep the house pretty dim around here too, but I like to go in my room. It's like my little cave with my red light bulb. I will shower, if I need to get a shower in. Heat is a nice thing. I really like heat at the end of the day. So a nice warm shower feels really good to me. I will I will shower. I will do my rhythmic movement session. I am also a Blomberg rhythmic movement trainer. So I have learned these special, or not special, but these really cool rhythmic movements that support the nervous system. So I find a great way for me to wind down is to take a warm shower, do these rhythmic movements for a little while. 10 to 15 minutes I do them in my room, there's only a red light in there. It's a very, circadian friendly environment. And then I sit and I read usually, and then I fall asleep. That's usually my nighttime. In the summertime, it's a lot different. That's my wintertime nighttime. In the summertime, I'm up a lot later. So in the summertime, after dinner, I'm getting the family out for a walk. We're sitting outside by the fire. I have a fire pit outside. We're sitting up outside by the fire at sunset and then watching the sunset go down. And then I'm going in my room and reading. The rhythmic movements is new for me. I've been doing that for about 6 months. So I might do some rhythmic movements, read, and then go to bed, but I'll probably be in bed like by 10, by a little later. 9:30, 10 in the summer. In the wintertime, it's earlier. I'm in my room usually by 8 and it's asleep. Usually, a lot of times by 9, I can be falling asleep. So that's my quantum circadian day. I mean, throughout the day, of course, I'm drinking, mineral rich stinging nettles tea, which is structured. I'm drinking structured water. I'm making sure I get a lot of grounding in, like natural earthing. I'm getting time in nature. I'm getting time in sunlight. Well, even like in the winter, I'll go outside and I'll lift my shirt up and I'll expose my belly to the sun, even for a few minutes. I definitely sunbathe a lot in the summertime. Dinner is where I usually eat my carbs, but it's an early dinner, so I make sure I don't eat late in the night. So I'm usually, even in the summer, I'm cutting off my dinner by, say, 5 o'clock. 6 o'clock is late for me. And I will eat my carbs usually at my dinner time, or in the summertime, I'll eat my carbs at lunch as well. So, because I want to signal to my body that there's more abundance around. So I hope that's helpful. If you want to learn more about working with me or coaching with me, but remember, I had chronic insomnia, chronic debilitating depression, and chronic pain that was severe, and no allopathic medicine doctor could help me. No functional medicine doctor could help me. Nobody could help me until I learned how to change my lifestyle, and also, making sure I had time to slow down and putting boundaries around my life and my work schedule. There was a time I was too debilitated to even work. There was a time I was too debilitated to even get up and go to the food store. Now that I'm really healthy and when I got back to my work schedule, I had to be careful not to put myself into the sympathetic overdrive of overdoing, overworking. So that's why there's a boundary around when I see clients, 10 to 3. In emergency situations, yes, I see clients outside that time, but typically it's that 10 to 3 window. So there's a lot of time and space to take care of me and my needs, because I have needs and I have to provide for them. And I also have family and a husband and a house to take care of and lots of things to do. And one of the reasons why I got so sick is because I was burnt the hell out, like being a special ed teacher, working all day, being really perfectionistic, then trying to like fit my workouts in and my runs in and my strength training in, and trying to take care of me, and then trying to keep the house clean and take care of the family. Like I was overdoing life in so many ways. So slowing down has also been a big part of it. So I will make sure I do that. And the days that I don't have a full schedule on my client calls, I'm not upset about it, and I just go outside and I lay in the sun more, or I do some more relaxation sitting in front of my red light device, or, I take that time to take care of my body and nurture my body. And then we go on a lot of vacations together as a family. So I get a lot of play and fun with them and travel with them. And yeah, So that's my quantum day. I hope that's helpful. I'm trying to think if there's anything else important to tell you guys. I do take a few supplements here and there. They're not really supplements. They're whole. I don't consider them whole supplements. I consider them whole foods. So I take the Body Bio PC, and I take the Balance Oil, Histamine Immune, which is organ supplements. I do a lot of sea salt. I do a lot of mineral herbal teas, herbal infusion teas like that support my mineral balances. Sometimes I'll take a reishi tincture before bed. And of course, I use homeopathy. I'm a classical homeopath. So when I need to, I'm using constitutional care on myself. And when I need that remedy, I take the remedy. When I feel like the symptoms are expressing, I take the remedy. I've been working on one layer with my son for a year. Every time the symptoms come up, I give him the remedy. It gets better. The symptom comes back up. I have to give him the remedy. It takes a long time to clear a layer sometimes. So anyway, that's that. So of course I use that as well. So I hope that's helpful in explaining kind of how I work my quantum day. If you have any questions, please let me know. Of course, you can work with me. I have room for 2 one-to-one clients right now. So again, if you know one-to-one client, I will figure out a time that works for all of us to meet. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I have one-to-one clients right now that I'm taking. So I have room for 2. I also have personalized healthcare plans I write, so I can write you a personalized plan to support your needs. I also have, group coaching coming up, and I also, you can get my courses and webinars. Like they're really supportive. The Thrive in Winter, the Get Your Light Right ebook and webinar, the Ancestral and Seasonal Diet webinar and ebook. These are all really good ways to support your health. And learn the information that I teach. Take a listen to this YouTube channel, listen to my podcast, The Quantum Health Connection. Here to support you guys. Let me know what else you want to know more about. I'm happy to support you. And yeah, if you want to work with me, my website is brightlightwellnesscoach.com. And of course, homeopathy and the rhythmic movements are other ways to work with me too. So I do lifestyle coaching. I do homeopathy. I do rhythmic movements. There's a way to incorporate all of that in my, 12-week, one-to-one coaching. I incorporate all of those things if you'd like. So there are many ways to chat and work with me and get some more support. So hope you have an awesome day. I will chat with you on the next video. Please like, subscribe, and send me a comment if you have a question, or if you want a private question, contact at Bright Light Wellness Coach is where you can reach me. All right. Have a great day, and I will see you on the next video.